Hey guys, look at this video of me reuniting with my dog after 6 months. Isn't that adorable? Well, in that case, oil up your involved because that's all the wholesomeness you're going to get in this video. You see, things have been looking up for me a lot lately. I'm back to hang out with my family. I went to Universal and Disneyland. This channel has been unironically doing well, getting more of you guys to join into the Goon Squad. If you're new, welcome. Cookies and cream are available anytime you ask. But I've always been taught that what comes up must go down. And seeing how things have been going all sweet and dandy, I'm gonna have to humble myself by making this video, which requires me to read a manga that I do not look forward to reading. Because as the unchanging description of the channel goes, it's time for me to talk about things that make me want to rip off my skull. And what better than to pick up a manga that I dropped a few months ago named Childhood Friend and Girl. The story follows our protagonist Albert and the two female leads of the series, who we are going to respectively call by their names, Dick Tomboy Girlfriend and Crazy Psychotic Bitch. And my god, do these character designs just scream what kind of other works this author has done. So it all chronologically started when Dicky Tomboy was walking home from school, all depressed from the unrealistic high standards everybody set for her. I get too much attention from everyone. They all look at me with envy, jealousy, and horniness. Gosh, don't they know how hard it is to be popular? But then she looked out the window and saw Albert and said, "Oh my gosh, what a loser. I'm gonna tell him I like him." Hey, Ski, you're probably wondering why someone like me would like someone like you. And to be completely honest, I have no idea. To be completely honest, seeing you train and run and work hard every day despite how poo-poo you are gave me strength and courage. Dakara, I want to be by your side. Ano, do you accept my confession? Okay. So these two then started dating while keeping it a secret so they don't catch any more eyes on them as a couple. But through Albert's worst nightmare, the one pair of eyes that he didn't want to catch were the eyes of a crazy psychotic OMG, is that my bitch boy Albert? I don't know if you noticed, but he's my bitch boy now. Oh gosh, it is! Hey Alberti Werty. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Bitch, I am literally triple your size. I can fold you like a wet blanket. What do you mean you don't see me? Hey Tommy Womby, meet my childhood friend Crazy Wazy. Wow Albie, I didn't know you had such a baddie as a childhood friend. You're so sweet, but don't worry, I won't take him away from you. I mean, we grew up together since we were kids, so we're pretty much like siblings. Oh, okay. Well, by siblings, do you mean the normal kind or the anime kind? The normal kind or the anime kind? Hey, why aren't you guys answering? Good gosh, look at the time. Sorry, girly, I gotta bounce. See you when I see you, okay? Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta go too. See you later, babe. Oh, yeah, alright. I'll see you later. Oh my god, it's the anime kind. So I said chronological order, but really, this entire story started even before these two's love story and predates to back when these two were only childhood friends. You see, Albert is in the judo club and he's known for his diligence. And one day, after coming home from his extracurricular activity, his mom told him to deliver some stuff to Crazy Wazy's house. But when he got there was nobody to be seen. That's weird. I'm pretty sure I saw her come into the house not too long ago. But as he's about to leave, he heard strange noises coming from the second floor. He goes up to the stairs. He starts to distinct Crazy's voice from all of the whimpering and he finds the source of the noise. And he finds out that the Crazy's grandpa is on top of her, right there on his way to attack her. Alright bro, this is your moment. All of your judo training comes to this. A girl that you know and is close with is in turmoil. Her chastity and dignity as a human being and a woman is on the line. And you have the absolute power to walk away? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sorry, but I don't care. I know someone out there is going to defend his action and go, "Oh, that's easy for you to say. You're an adult and he's a kid. There's only so much that he can do." Yeah, no, I am a 5'2" midget who has no experience in fighting. I go to the gym and build some muscles every now and again, but I promise you, this kid probably has the ability to fuck me up. I think people tend to underestimate what training for fighting sports do to you. Even if you bodybuild for 5 years, you are not going to beat a kid who has been training for any combat sport possible. Just look at this clip of a 9-year-old combatant landing a solid leg kick on Eddie Hall, aka the world's strongest man.
Well, this guy. How old are you?
9.
9 years of age.
Yeah, it is.
Go on. Oh, you
So why am I telling you this? Well, I want you guys to know that I would absolutely jump in to save this girl. I do not care who, what, when, how. I can get beat up for all I care, but this is a girl who is a victim of 3 serious criminal acts and you're telling me to just stand by? And I'm not trying to put out this image that I'm Superman or something, because I'm him. But I know for a fact that a lot of you guys would do the exact same thing. You see a hungry cat in the streets while you're eating, you take a piece off and give him a little help. This is another human being and you have the ability to save her. No, really, it's a fucking old man. Realistically, what the fuck can he actually do? One fart and he's going to wither away. It can't be that hard. Yet this guy, who has trained in judo, a top 5 combat sport, sees his thick childhood friend, who he promised to marry when they were young, and he decided to walk away. So the next day she confronts him and asks him why he did what he did, or rather what he didn't, only to be met with him bowing down and begging for forgiveness. But then she's like, no, I will never forgive you. Instead, I am going to punish you and give you the harm that you deserve for the rest of your life. And honestly, I can't even get mad. If I was his dad, I wouldn't even mind if he took his fingers away. Shit, I mean, maybe that'll help him with his judo or something, I don't know. What? That's the punishment you decided to. Okay. We're never gonna finish this recap because there's so much wrong in the story that I just can't continue. I'm not gonna make the obvious joke of, oh, it should have been me, not him, because I think men have it rough when it comes to essay allegations and them not getting enough support as opposed to when a woman gets screwed. Not comparing the two, just saying that both are terrible and they should be treated with equal amounts of severity. But why is this girl, who is a sexual abuse victim, resorting to sexual abuse? I mean, wouldn't a person who has trauma regarding to sex get traumatized when they are going to, you know, sex? Like, isn't that the most normal conclusion? Just me? Okay, well, either way, this ends up being a massive blunder because now Crazy Bitch has leverage over him, so she blackmails him to do whatever she says if he doesn't want her to reveal what happened at that night to his thick tomboy girlfriend. Okay, cool. So that's the premise of the story. Got it. This is where I dropped it a few months ago, but now I'm willing to give it a chance and I am semi-interested, so let's see where this goes. Alberto and his thick tomboy girlfriend goes on a date, and for his first mission as her slave, she gives him a command to follow whatever she says, no matter what. Alright, nice, this is spicy. I wonder how she's gonna try to ruin his life. And so she goes, okay, Al bitch, for your first command, I order you to kiss her on this date. Is this bitch fucking stupid? Are you trying to torment the guy? Or are you trying to be his wingman? Because if you're doing the latter, you're doing a great job. But this manga is trying so hard to make it seem like something terrible, and I don't get it. Alberta's like, oh dear, what am I gonna do? This is awful. How could she force me to do such a heinous act? And she's like, you're a terrible person. You don't deserve to be happy. I want you guys to remember this line for the future. So he goes for the kiss and it ended up going well because fucking duh, she was literally the one who confessed to him. So she gets mad and was like, alright, time for plan B, and sends a pussy pic to his phone. And so for his next order, he leaves a date early to go and find her, and he's like, what the heck, man? Jeefy jeebers, that really scared the poop out of me. Okay, well, for your next order, I want you to kiss me. But what? Well, that's not too bad. Not there. Here. Okay, seriously, what the fuck is this method of bullying? Fuck it. It should have been me, not him. There, I made the joke. Are you happy now? This manga is the epitome of... I don't know. There's not really a word for it, but if I have to use an expression, it would be this one. Because it's one of those mangas where they try to make it seem like a horror, or a tragedy, or something more psychological, when really, it's just an excuse for the author to insert some Gouda material. Again, I think the double standards between men and women getting essayed in mangas is harsh, but even I feel like this is sorted out to be some kind of play. You want to see good representation of a male getting sexually abused? Go and read Chainsaw Man. Denji is a perfect example of this. This one is being put into all of the positions that middle school boys imagine themselves into, and the writing has more ass than Prime Nicki Minaj back in 2017. Let's give an example. Tomboy girlfriend is feeling insecure by how her boyfriend's childhood friend is thick as hell, and to make matters worse, Crazy Wazy accidentally dropped some photos of her and Alberino having some fun. So in order to appease her worries, she decided to follow them on their way home together. Yeesh, talk about a yandere, am I right? Meanwhile, Crazy Wazy knew she was gonna follow them, so she decides to touch him a little more to shake up her morale. And somehow, this big thick tomboy lost him on the way, to which the actual yandere uses to go inside his house while she wasn't looking. Why would she go to his house, you ask? Because they're like sibling, you sillies! Why else would you immediately strip and show off your G-cup to another person of the opposite gender? Just normal family activities right here. But as she was about to do a round 2 on his ass, they were interrupted to the tomboy digging on the door. So he's like, holy macaroni! If my girlfriend finds us together here, I'm gonna get into trouble! You're gonna have to hide and leave when the opportunity arises, okay? And she does? But aren't you trying to ruin his life? Wouldn't it just be easier for you to, I don't know, fuck him in front of the girlfriend? Okay, whatever. So now Tomboy Boy goes inside his house, and when she asks if anyone is home, he lies and says that they are alone. Yada yada, she takes a shower, fan service moment 1, fan service moment 2, they're about to play some Mario Smash Brothers, fan service moment 3, fan service moment 4. See what I mean when I say this is middle schooler fantasy? But as they're about to do it, Crazy Wazy comes out from under the bed and arises like a fucking zombie. Son, I am crying. This is the most extra shit that you could have done, and I am honestly just amazed that you can fit under the bed with those weapons of yours. So Tommy goes, hey man, what the fuck? You said that there was no one else in the house. Oh, that was so sweet of you guys. In fact, it was so adorable that I just had to record it on my phone. What the flip? That's a literal crime! Beta, please, you wanna talk to me about crime? That's pretty hypocritical. Albert, what the fuck is she talking about? I don't know. Yeah, he doesn't know, so you guys should just continue. You were having such a sweet time. Yeah, it was sweet. We were about to have some hot, sloppy Aww, even if he's my sloppy seconds. Nutty? Oh yeah, me and him used to go on some Schaffhausen type of business, if you know what I'm saying. Quick tip, his schnitzel is a good little Fickstück. No, it can't be. She's from Deutschland? Out of all the women, you had to do it with a German? You guys are a bunch of Arschgeigers! No, take down my girlfriend! Wait! I like how that was a crossing point for her. Not the little invasion of privacy, just the fact that someone smashed her bitch before her. Anyways, here comes the worst piece of writing I've ever seen in the series. So Beta Bitch Boy runs after TikTok girlfriend after pushing Crazy Wazy out of the house, which already pissed me off because this is the most submissive bully I have ever seen. But regardless of my wishes, he actually finds her outside drowning in the rain. He calls out her name, to which she doesn't respond to, and instead of telling the truth, he decides to lie and claim that Crazy Wazy has been stalking him. And even she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So obviously she said, well then why don't you report her to the police? Because obviously that's the obvious thing to do. Even better now that she literally has proof of her crime that can imprison her. Oh, and not to mention that crime being recording a tape of you and your girlfriend. But his excuse to her was, oh, she had a sad backstory. Come on, man. Now at this point, I was actually kinda glad, because TikTok my girlfriend actually used her brain and saw through the bullshit and decided to walk away. But it just seems like this manga is allergic to making me happy, because I then had to see this guy cry like a baby and beg for her to believe him, and she accepts it. I am so upset. This fucking idiot has too much dick in her head. I don't know what makes this worse. The fact that Crazy Wazy thought that this was a good plan, or the fact that that stupid plan actually worked. Because in any other world, this would result to her being immediately incarcerated, and honestly, I don't want her to. I'm on her side. I want her to ruin this dude's life. Which also makes it worse because this guy is lying through his teeth and keeps getting away with it. Him and a tomboy has been dating for a week and he's already lied to her thrice. That's 3 lies in 7 days. That's almost a positive ratio. I don't care if I see how guilty he feels. I want to see this guy suffer or face some repercussion for all the shitty action he's done. But the manga thought it was a good idea to fill the next chapter with him gooning. Why do I need to see this? I really don't think I want to see a middle schooler beating his meat in front of my screen. Okay, Crazy Wazy doesn't mind it on hers? Sure, okay. No manga, that is not an invitation for you to show her beating her meat. Let me just cover the last arc before I lose my mind, alright? So now, these two come to an agreement for her to stop with all the harassment and leave them alone under the condition that he goes on a date with her for a day and completely treat her like his girlfriend. But the twist is that they have to do it on a day where they decide who gets to be like the main participants of the judo competition or whatever. Because, yeah, that's super important, I guess. Hey guys, remember when Tick Tomboy said that she fell in love with him because of his perseverance and hard work? Funny enough, during the entire 12 chapters of us reading the manga, this is the first time we have ever seen this dude actually practice for judo. So he decides to go on a date, and during the entire date, Tick Tomboy girlfriend keeps hitting up his line, wondering where he is because the entire judo club is also pissed off that he is absent. But instead of texting her, which he can easily do by the way, instead he enjoys himself watching Crazy Wazy dressing up like Chun-Li. I mean, to be fair, the dress do go hard though. And during this date, she starts reminiscing about her past, revealing that this day is also the anniversary where her grandpa died and she was finally free from his clutches. But Albertina gives no fucks and just keeps on thinking on how to satisfy her on this date so she can stop bothering them. So he goes for a kiss and gets rejected? I think this is the first time I have ever seen a main character get turned down by a yandere. Because I mean, come on dude. She's literally talking about her trauma of getting as a child and you thought that was the mood to slobber her lips? But okay, Crazy Wazy set up the mood for them to make out because this guy is clearly hopeless when it comes to that, and this time he didn't fumble and actually got the kiss. I think. Because I don't know what I'm looking at. There's a kiss, right? I really can't tell. Why does it look like they're just breathing on each other? So the next day, he came out and told Tick Tomboy girlfriend that he was absent the entire day because he was on a date with Crazy Wazy, to which she goes, "How can you be this gullible? Are you stupid? Like you're one to talk?" But she does have a good point. Like bro, she has done plenty of scummy and illegal shit. What makes you think that she would follow through on her promise? And he's like, "Don't worry babe, I made sure to really satisfy her." Satisfied? Out of all the words you could choose, you said that you satisfied another woman to your girlfriend? So she's like, "What did you do? What did you do?" And he's like, "Nah man, don't worry about it. Nuh-uh, I'm tired of listening to your lies. This time I have to know. You have to understand. She won't bother us anymore. It's something you can't tell me, isn't it? Don't dodge the question, bitch. Tell me. What did you do? What did you do with that Ona?" "You're my girlfriend. There's no way that I would do something like that with another woman. Right? Tick Tomboy girlfriend?" Okay. This manga is peak. At the moment of the recording of this video, this is the latest chapter to come out, and as far as I'm concerned, this is the last. Like, I'm just gonna pretend that this is the ending of the entire manga. Just an entire bitch slap to the stupid main character's face. Because I have a special kind of hatred for this dude. On paper, what he did isn't the worst. Like, there are plenty of other characters who did way worse shit. But every single thing that he does is so insanely pathetic that he just comes out as a worm. And me personally, I despise these types of characters the most. The way he carries himself, the way he thinks that he should keep lying to his partner even right to the very end, the way he has no guilt or remorse at all. Hey, I didn't mention this in the recap, but not only did he let Crazy Wazy go through a traumatic event, he also off to it. Is this motherfucker serious? Imagine seeing your childhood friend get and your first thought is, "Oh, that really gets me going." And what's fucking worse is that I got baited into thinking that she was going to ruin his life. I mean, heck, she literally said that he doesn't deserve happiness in chapter 2. Yet when we read chapter 11, we find out this woman is obsessed with him. But I'm like, okay, maybe she just has a room full of his pictures because she's analyzing all of his moves so she can end this man's whole career. But then in chapter 14, we get confirmation that this bitch is seriously in love with him, and also use the word kind. Oh my god, not this shit again. I fucking hate this trope. Why is this always the go-to compliment female heroines use? He's so kind, he's so kind, he's so kind. I'm fucking sick of it! This dude abandoned you and hates you with his guts. He's trash, he's garbage, he's the opposite of kind, and he deserves nothing less than getting bitch slapped by this Amazonian warrior. Which is why I'm gonna drop this manga here. I have no interest nor any curiosity as to what comes next. I will continue living my life thinking that this is the final chapter and I am satisfied. I haven't done this in a long time, but fuck it. I'm gonna give Childhood Friend and Girlfriend a cemented rating of 5 out of 10. So y'all, hope you guys enjoyed this video because I for sure didn't. Not just because I had to read this abomination, but also because now that I'm temporarily moving in China, I am back to using the worst fucking PC imaginable. Not only should this have been done 4 days ago, but this box of excuse keeps on crashing every 5 minutes that I edit this video, which leads to me constantly restarting the computer. And not the healthy way where you click the restart button, I mean being forcefully turning it off like what RZA did to that guy in the CSM movie. But anyways, enjoy 2026, guys, because I have, and a lot of it is because of you guys. I know, cringy, but whatever, I like you. Check out the Patreon for the uncensored version of this video. My 2 other channels' links are in the description, along with my social media accounts like Instagram and Twitter that I barely use. And yeah, see you guys next time, okay? Bye bye. Oh yeah, look at this picture of my dog.